This just in my head. So let me share this with you. In this age of political upheaval, we have a growing number of people who are disenchanted with our system. They hate the Republican and the Democratic Party. And so we need to do something different. I suggest instead of political parties, we have communities of people with similar goals and needs and contributions unique to their circumstances. Here are my suggestions. The first party, the Power Lesbian Party. Yes, the Power Lesbian Party gets shit done. And I would like to run on the ticket of the Power Lesbian Party. Now, I'm not a lesbian, but I have been approached twice in the Power Lesbian scam and invited to dinner. So I think I qualify. Plus, I have quite a few longtime, very close lesbian friends. So I actually consider myself lesbian light. Now, if a power lesbian wanted to run as the president, that's fine. She would deserve that. So then I would run as the vice presidential candidate, as the lesbian light candidate, and I could pull in all the other women and people who would love to be lesbians and just aren't. They're heterosexual. But hey, listen, a vote is a vote. Second party, the gay guy party. Now, the gay guy party has the same net worth as the Power Lesbian Party, but they are openly having fun. The Power Lesbians are very understated, again, because they get shit done. There are many well-known corporate gay guys because they openly express their manhood. And those people are David Geffen. And then there's somebody deceased, a hugely famous artist manager named Sandy Gallen. I happened to have been at his house creating music for a party that he had before he died, of course. And I mean, everybody was there. Dolly Parton, Shirley MacLaine, Richard Gere, Roseanne Barr. I mean, this man represented everybody. And then there's Pete Buttigieg and Elton John, just to name a few. Third, there's the snatched off the street Latino party. This party is comprised of people who have been snatched off the street without warrants or probable cause. They are comprised of people snatched off the streets and returned home, and those who are still in prison illegally, again, without probable cause. Now, those who are still in prison would have to campaign via AI images of themselves when they were actually free. But I bet this garners them the sympathy vote. Next, we have the non-binary party. Now, these, of course, are people who you have no clue if they were born male or female, which is fine because we are forced to deal with them as humans. And because we don't know whether they're male or female, we have to objectively listen to what they have to say, unfiltered by our biases of gender. Think about that. And then lastly, we have the Neurodivergent Party. Yes, this party could set the world on its head. This party is comprised of three factions. We first of all have the on the spectrum part, the on the spectrum folks, autism spectrum, that is, and the gifted twice exceptional people. Now, these people would be great at high-end problem solving and process. Second faction would be the Tourette's syndrome group of people. Now, that's a fascinating group of people because they are identified by unfiltered outbursts, cursing, and sharp language. Now, how on earth do you win a presidential debate arguing against somebody with Tourette's. You don't. And it doesn't matter that that gives them an unfair advantage because they need that for the injustices that they have suffered their entire lives. And lastly, inside the neurodivergent party, we have the Down syndrome folks. Oh, yes. These are the sweetest, most loving people in the world. I'm down with Down syndrome. That could be the campaign. They would give the world the hugs that the world needs. And we would see a way of dealing with each other that is just the sweetest way possible. Now, you put a puppy in their ads, they've won the vote. That's it. Game over. So, what do you think about these ideas? They're a little refreshing, a little different, but we need something different. A vote for me is a vote for you.